Most people believe strength is loud. They believe power needs to be seen. They believe confidence must announce itself. But psychology tells a very different story. The most dangerous minds, the most disciplined individuals, the people least affected by chaos, are often the quietest ones in the room. This video is not about dominance. It's not about superiority. And it's not about ego. This is about how the Sigma male thinks, how his psychology is wired, and why he operates outside the social rules most people never question. If you understand this psychology, you'll understand why Sigma men move differently, why they don't chase validation, and why they remain calm when others collapse. This is Silent Apexx. If you value depth over noise, subscribe, like the video, and explore the other content on this channel. Now let's begin. Most people are externally driven. They measure themselves through approval, reactions, social feedback, attention. Their identity is shaped by how they are perceived. The Sigma male operates in the opposite direction. His psychology is internally anchored. He doesn't ask, how do they see me? He asks, does this align with my standards? This internal orientation creates something powerful. Emotional independence. When approval disappears, his identity remains intact. When praise stops, his direction doesn't change. Psychologically, this makes him resistant to manipulation, peer pressure, emotional leverage. He is not immune to emotion. He is not controlled by it. Emotion-based thinkers react first and rationalize later. Sigma psychology works differently. They observe before responding, analyze patterns, separate feelings from decisions. This is why Sigma men appear calm in situations where others panic. It's not suppression, it's prioritization. Emotion is acknowledged, but not obeyed. This gives the Sigma male a long-term advantage. He plays strategic games, not emotional ones. Where others explode, he calculates. Where others rush, he waits. Where others seek instant relief, he tolerates discomfort. To most people, silence is uncomfortable. They fill it with explanations, justifications, noise. Sigma men understand silence differently. Silence is information, leverage, control. When a Sigma male stays silent, he is observing reactions, letting others reveal themselves, refusing to give unnecessary data. Psychologically, silence creates asymmetry. The one who speaks loses leverage. The one who waits gains insight. This is why Sigma men don't argue unnecessarily, don't over-explain, don't defend their choices. They let reality speak for them. Humans are wired for belonging. Most people fear exclusion more than failure. Sigma psychology overrides this instinct. The Sigma male would rather be alone than misaligned. He doesn't need to belong. He needs coherence. This is why Sigma men often walk away from groups, leave environments that feel off, cut connections without drama, not out of arrogance, out of self-respect. Psychologically, this creates an unshakable identity. He doesn't bend to fit rooms. He leaves rooms that require bending. Status is social currency. Autonomy is psychological freedom. Most people chase status, titles, recognition, hierarchy. Sigma men chase control over their time, energy, and direction. They understand something deeply. Status can be taken. Autonomy must be given away. This is why Sigma men often avoid rigid hierarchies, dislike micromanagement, prefer independent paths. They would rather be underestimated and free than admired and trapped. Status is social currency. Autonomy is psychological freedom. Most people chase status, titles, recognition. Hierarchy. Sigma men chase control over their time, energy, and direction. They understand something deeply. Status can be taken. Autonomy must be given away. This is why Sigma men often avoid rigid hierarchies, dislike micromanagement, prefer independent paths. They would rather be underestimated and free than admired and trapped. Most social interactions are transactional. People trade attention, validation, favors. Sigma men see these patterns early. They recognize hidden motives, power dynamics, unspoken expectations. This doesn't make them cynical. It makes them precise. They don't play games they didn't choose. And because they don't react emotionally to manipulation, they become extremely difficult to control. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is structural. Sigma psychology is built on systems, not moods. They train even when uninspired. Work without applause, progress without witnesses. This creates quiet momentum. Over time, this compounds into confidence, competence, self-trust. They don't need encouragement. Their structure carries them forward. Being misunderstood breaks most people. Sigma men expect it. They understand that. Depth is invisible to surface-level observers. Rather than correcting perceptions, they let results speak, allow assumptions, move forward anyway. Psychologically, this frees enormous mental energy. No image management, no performance, just direction. Sigma men disrupt expectations. They don't compete for attention, seek approval, place social hierarchies. This creates discomfort. People project onto what they can't control. Confidence without display feels threatening. Independence without explanation feels suspicious. The Sigma male doesn't provoke. He simply refuses to participate. Sigma men choose solitude intentionally, not to hide, but to sharpen. In solitude, the thoughts slow down. Clarity increases. Identity stabilizes. This is where they refine values, rebuild focus, realign purpose. Solitude is not loneliness when it's chosen. It's training. Most people fear external punishment. Sigma men fear self-betrayal. Their strongest motivator is, I refuse to disappoint myself. This internal accountability creates consistency, integrity, psychological strength. They don't need surveillance. They self-regulate. Psychological chaos accelerates aging. Constant validation seeking exhausts the nervous system. Sigma men reduce internal noise. They simplify relationships, limit unnecessary stimulation, focus on long-term health. This creates visible calm, even as they age. Their energy is conserved. Their presence deepens. This is critical. Sigma is not a personality label. It is a psychological evolution. Most Sigma men were once disappointed, disillusioned, overextended. They learned the hard way. Noise costs energy. Validation is expensive. Misalignment is destructive. Sigma psychology is not rebellion. It is adaptation. Sigma men don't withdraw from the world because they hate it. They step back to see it clearly. They don't reject connection. They reject dependence. They don't avoid people. They avoid chaos. Their strength is not dominance. It is self-mastery. Outro, Silent Apexx. If this psychology resonated with you, it's not coincidence. It means you value depth over noise, clarity over chaos, control over validation. This channel exists for those who move differently, who think quietly, and build strength internally. If this video added value, subscribe, like, and explore the other videos on Silent Apexx. Move in silence, build with precision, and never outsource your identity.